You wake up tired, not just, I need coffee tired, the kind of tired that sleep doesn't fix. You open your phone, emails, messages, deadlines, responsibilities. Your brain already feels heavy, and the day hasn't even started yet. So you push through. You tell yourself the same thing millions of people say every morning, just get through today. But here's the strange part. Burnout rarely starts when life becomes overwhelming. It usually begins long before that, quietly, invisibly, while everything still looks normal on the outside. And by the time most people realize what's happening, they're already deep in it. Hi humans, Dr. Donkey here. Today we're talking about the science behind burnout that most people miss. Until it's too late. Let's start with the biggest misconception about burnout. Most people think burnout happens because they're working too hard, too many hours, too many responsibilities, too many things to do. But research from psychologists studying workplace stress shows something surprising. Burnout isn't just about how much you do, it's about how much energy your brain feels it's losing without recovering. Your brain runs on something scientists often call cognitive energy. Every decision you make, every problem you solve, every time you push yourself to stay focused, you're spending that energy. And here's the problem. Modern life drains it constantly, scrolling through information, switching between tasks, trying to stay productive while distracted, comparing yourself to people online, thinking about everything you should be doing. Your brain is processing thousands of tiny stress signals all day long, not big emergencies, just constant, low-level pressure. And over time, that pressure slowly drains your mental battery. But the real science of burnout gets even more interesting. Your brain has a system designed to help you push through stress. It's called the dopamine motivation system. Dopamine is the chemical that gives you that feeling of drive. The reason you start projects, chase goals, stay focused on something difficult. But dopamine works like a reward loop. You push effort, you see progress, your brain releases dopamine, you feel motivated to keep going. The problem? Burnout often begins when that loop breaks. You keep pushing effort, but progress starts feeling invisible. Your work feels endless, your goals feel distant. Your brain starts asking a quiet question. Why am I doing all this? And when that question doesn't get answered, your motivation system slowly shuts down. That's when people start feeling the classic signs of burnout. Not just tired, but emotionally numb. Work feels heavier. Simple tasks feel overwhelming. Things you used to care about suddenly feel pointless. It's not laziness, it's your brain protecting itself. And here's the part most people miss. Burnout rarely comes from doing something difficult. It comes from doing something difficult without feeling meaning, progress, or control. Think about the difference between two people. One person trains for a marathon, they wake up early, they push their limits, their bodies are exhausted, but they feel energized. Because every run has a purpose. Every mile feels like progress. Now imagine someone stuck in work that feels endless. No progress, no recognition, no sense that what they're doing matters. The brain reads those two situations very differently. One is a challenge, the other feels like psychological survival. So how do you stop burnout before it takes over? Let's talk about a few small shifts that neuroscience suggests actually help. The first one is surprisingly simple: create visible progress. Your brain needs evidence that effort is working. That's why crossing things off a list feels satisfying. It's not just an organization, it's dopamine. Instead of chasing huge goals all the time, focus on small, measurable wins. Finish one task, clean one space, solve one problem. Your brain begins to feel momentum again, and momentum restores motivation. The second shift is something many people struggle with. Protect your cognitive energy. Your brain isn't designed to run at full intensity all day, but modern life often demands exactly that: constant notifications, endless multitasking, no real breaks. But studies on mental performance show something interesting. Short, intentional pauses actually restore cognitive capacity. 5 minutes away from screens, a short walk, quiet breathing, even just looking outside for a few minutes. These moments tell your nervous system, you're safe, you can reset. And those resets prevent the slow drain that leads to burnout. The third shift might be the most powerful. Reconnect effort with meaning. Burnout often grows when life feels like a list of obligations. Wake up, work, handle responsibilities, repeat. But human motivation runs deeper than productivity. Your brain needs to feel like your effort connects to something that matters. Helping someone, learning something new, building something meaningful, moving toward a life you actually want. When effort reconnects to meaning, your brain stops feeling trapped and starts feeling driven again. Here's the truth. Most people never hear about burnout. It doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean you're lazy. It usually means your brain has been running in survival mode for too long. Too much pressure, too little recovery, too many demands without enough reward. And your mind finally says, enough. But the good news is this: burnout isn't permanent. Your brain is incredibly adaptable. When you restore progress, protect your energy, and reconnect with meaning, your motivation system slowly comes back online, one small step at a time. So if you've been feeling exhausted lately, not just physically, but mentally, start small tonight. Don't try to fix your entire life. Just do one thing that gives your brain a signal of progress. One finished task, one short break, one step toward something that matters to you. That's how recovery begins. And sometimes, that single small step is exactly what your mind has been waiting for. Now, if this resonates with you, hit that like button and subscribe, because Dr. Donkey has many more explanations to give about the psychology most people never hear about. Click that next video and you'll understand why.